Very straightforward. We are literally going to do this. We're back into planning, some processing time to plan your CPD. Okay. And do you remember way back this morning, we started with those 12 effective principles of CPD? 2 I didn't put in the Zoom poll. This was one of them. Number 3, using facilities, environments, materials that engage and motivate, in this context, your action research group teachers to learn and develop. That's what I want to focus on now. The kind of, so you're going to have, I think it's 25 minutes you'll have, and the kind of things I really want you to focus on is this. You know, what's going to be your mode of delivery? Is it going to be face-to-face? Is it going to be online? Is it going to be mixed? What's that looking like? Who will you co-deliver with? You know, there's plenty, will it be the 2 leads? Are you going to go wider than that? Are you going to go pan-regional? So we've got some choices here to make. We've got some time to make some decisions. You know, are you going to bring your action research groups together for module delivery? Yeah. What's your timetable? We have a suggested timetable, but actually what are those dates looking like? What's going to happen in between the modules to keep people connecting and learning from each other? Where will you keep your materials, resources, etc.? It's useful to have some kind of repository. And really what I want you to zoom into is, you know, what module content, bearing in mind we're looking at module 1 right now, will you deliver anything you want to change? So you can get back into the training materials for module 1 again if you wish to, but this is some processing time. Thanks, Lucy. I've just picked up your message. Lorna, we'll have to plan for both. Just unmute. Tell me what you mean there.
Because we don't actually know for certain what's going to happen in September. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, our college, I don't know what everybody else's college is doing, is assuming that we're actually back in as normal, and yet they're not actually planning for that. And, you know, it's very, very difficult to actually sort of like, we're in a very different world, and we're in a very different world than we were sort of like when we first started this project. COVID has actually changed our world. And, you know, I think we need to take that into account. Absolutely, you know, yeah. It isn't this is actually sort of like more than just sort of like us saying, oh, you know, our action research is going to sort of like cause this change or whatever. And the world has actually changed around us, and that has an impact. And we have to take account of that.
And absolutely, and you have to make some decisions from a training point of view. So for example, we early made a decision that we were going to do nothing face to face, because for the 6 modules, when we delivered it to yourselves. Yeah, we wanted to go face to face, but we couldn't. We made that decision really early on, because it just meant then we could plan, because otherwise it's just so difficult. Yeah, absolutely right. Kath, do you want to throw anything else in?
Yeah, just absolutely, Lorna. Just from the training point of view, in these 6 modules, when you go through the activities and you think, I just can't do that online, that would just be 100 times better face to face. Just note it and go, you know, if face to face, we'll put this in. If not, the quality's gone. You know, so or if we're face to face, we'll take this online and we'll actually up it. We'll make it a bit. We'll increase the length of it because it'll be more discursive. Or, you know, so this is where you're sort of thinking what you would like, thinking what would be good, but also, you know, it might be just annotating what's practical and what's plan B.
Okay, so bit of processing time now. I'm gonna yeah, absolutely, it's incredibly challenging. We're going to give you 25 minutes, okay, just to start making some sense of. Yeah, absolutely sure, and I can't assume that it will be in a normal classroom. And I just found what reduced my stress levels was actually making decisions quite early on, because it's so difficult to plan when you don't know what modes you're going to be working within. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pop you into some breakout rooms with your CfEM leads. You've got the link there for the training materials. If you wish to go back into the module 1 training notes, do that. Yeah. But this is some processing time for you to deal with some of this stuff which is up on screen. Okay. Everybody okay with that? Right. Fabulous. Let me just find my breakout rooms. Let me just stop sharing. It's going to be the easiest way for me to find my breakout rooms. Debs, Debs, will you just not enter your breakout room for a second? And ditto, same to Lucy. Yeah, everybody else, if you could, that'd be great. Okay. Invitation should be just up on screen. Make sure you grab the link to the training materials. Then you've got everything you need. 25 minutes. Right, welcome back in. Welcome back in. I hope you've had a chance just to have a look at materials, planning, etc. We are just coming towards the end of the session. Can I just invite you just to finalise, well, actually not finalise, redo the self-assessment from this morning. Up on screen. So perhaps just against A, B, C, D, and E. Where are you now against those 5 learning outcomes? For your eyes only. Okay, the hope is that we've had some shift in numbers going up those learning outcomes. E was the one which we were really working on today in terms of the action research materials. Really recommend going back to those. Delivery will start and planning and customization will start fairly soonish with the intention of first module delivery before the 22nd of October. We've got Slack to keep sharing experiences. You can pull in, any of the team. Yeah. So we are there as a support. So we're just going to close off, colleagues. Next steps. CfEM Live on Friday. Please do join us if you haven't already booked on. Sessions 3 and 4, Train the Trainer, will be in November and March respectively. Again, everything is on the landing pages, dates, etc. And Kath, do you want to just pick up post-session activity? Yep.
Thank you very much. So if you flick to the next slide. Okay, there's quite a lot here, folks, and this is going to take you through to be done by, as you can see there, the 30th of September. This list, oh, lost that, that's lovely. This list will be on the Slack and there will be reminders. Slack is going to be your main place to be, to talk, to find out, and so on. So please get in the habit of going into Slack. If, like me, you'll want to put a reminder in your calendar to look at Slack until it becomes a habit for me. So please plan your first action research cycle to the extent that you're able, and add in details as and when you know your teachers and so on. Finish recruiting your teachers. Let me know how it's going as well, or just put it onto Slack, especially those of you for whom it's not so easy to recruit a bunch of teachers. You know who you are. We're behind you all the way and willing you on. And for some people, finding an other to work with will be a huge achievement, and that's great. Continue planning and collaborating so you're ready to deliver module 1 and 2. And it's really over to you and the peer group, and reach out for support and this is it now from us formally, but we're here to support you on some more bespoke basis now going forward, and you get help from other people so that you can start delivering. Book, I've called it research design sessions, but book consultancy with me, these one-to-one sessions. There's my email address. Again, everybody, please be fixing a session up with me for every term, 1 session a term as the minimum. Meet a mentor. A pool of mentors will come out, or you'll have your own mentor. Your mentor actually has to be on that pool as well, that official list. Pick a mentor, meet them, build that relationship, look at it being a long-term thing. Look out for the masterclass menu. So we're going to have a session on Desmos, partly introductory for people who've not used it before. I will be running some other methods masterclasses as well, but they should be on demand, and you can have put in suggestions, email me with suggestions, or email Joss if it's more on the technical side, or just your RML. So that's it from me. That's quite a list of to-dos. Thank you very much for coming along to today's session. I'll pass over to Joss because she's done the brunt of the work today, just to say a final bye-bye.
Whoa, that was a bit fast and furious. How are we feeling? Knackered. Okay, colleagues, thank you so much. Our next session won't be till November, but there'll be lots and lots of contact, etc., support all the way throughout. Yeah? The big thing I would say is all the collaborative thinking that's gone on last session and this session, which is embodied in the jam boards, the topic stuff that you did last week, that's all accessible to everybody. So do have a nosy. It's brilliant to see how other people are tackling things. It will save you a job, I think, just to see what others are up to as well. So thank you, colleagues. We're going to close there. If we don't see you before, have a lovely summer break. Well deserved. Bye-bye, everybody.